Test, 1, 2, 1, 2. We're good? Hey everybody, welcome back to ATU Live Season 2. Tonight we're going to be in the Student Union once again. Obviously, we love it here. I don't see how you fit it. My name is LeBron Phillips, one of the hosts for ATU Live.
And I'm Zoe Stokes, and in tonight's episode, we're talking about choosing and switching your major and answering some questions that you guys might have. And we're going to be playing Family Feud a little bit later.
We will also be giving away some prizes during the show tonight, so make sure you participate to win some amazing prizes.
So to start the show, we are going to be talking about the topic and answer some questions that we think you guys might have.
Today we have a very special guest, and her name is Miss Grace Driver. You can switch closer if you want.
Yes, so my name is Grace Driver, and I'm the resident director for the University Commons and Disabilities Apartments.
You look like you have a fan out there.
I do, it's one of my RAs out there.
So to get started, first question, a lot of people are hesitant to switch their major. So have you ever switched your major, changed your major?
I have changed my major. When I was an undergraduate student, I went from a nursing major to child development with a focus in child life.
Okay, so that's not too much of a big jump. I think I was from nursing to business, and that's a huge jump. So what made you switch to nursing?
The nursing program was a little challenging for me. I was really struggling with the classes and making the grades that I needed to make. But I still knew that I wanted to work in a hospital setting. So that's when I switched to child life, and now I'm getting my master's in student affairs and work at a university. And I feel like that's kind of a jump to them. So the process that I had to go to or go through, I had to talk with my advisor. I also had to talk with my parents to make sure that, like, do I have their support behind me to switch my major? And I had full support of my parents, which I'm very fortunate to have that. Like I said, I had to go through an advisor, get all the classes that I have to have to switch my major, figure out what my graduation was going to be, when I had to take what classes, and all that was done at my advising office at my undergrad.
So do you agree that whenever choosing a major or choosing a career that you want to go into for the rest of your life, that it's important that it's something that you enjoy?
I 100% agree. I feel like you have to be happy in what you're doing, and if you're not happy, then you're not going to enjoy it.
Yes.
All right, so what campus resources are available to help HQ students decide what they want to do? So maybe an incoming freshman or a student that's undecided and just wants some guidance.
Yeah, so we have a lot of resources available, especially here at ATU. You can always go to the advisor's office and talk to them and see what resources they have available. You can also go and talk to professors specifically in that program that you're interested in or that you might have an interest in. We also have offices where you can go and find internships just to kind of get your feet wet and figure out if that's what you want to do. Or you can talk to current students, friends that you have in the program, anybody like that.
Changing your major put you off track.
So with being in the pre-nursing courses, whenever I was a nursing major, it actually put me ahead. And so I still had to go through 2 full years of the nursing program in order to graduate with my bachelor's in nursing. However, when I switched my major to child development, child life, it took off a whole year. So I was at the point when I switched my major, I only had about a year and a half left when I would have originally had 2.5 years left.
So do you have any advice for a student that is hesitant to take the major?
I would definitely say if you're hesitant to change your major, try not to be. It's not the worst thing in the world as some people make it out to be. And it's definitely something that can really help you because, like you said, you want to be happy what you're doing, and if you're doing something that you're unhappy with, you're not going to be happy in life, and you're not going to want to go to work every day, work your 9-to-5 job that everybody has to work. And so it can definitely be a very, very positive eye-opening thing when changing your major.
I know I've changed my major from nursing to business and then from business to hospitality, all major jumps. But I'm happy now. I know you said your major too, all right.
Yes, I went from education to nursing, then back to education. Thank goodness.
Yeah, so we're all jumpers over here, some little leapfrogs. But I definitely think, there's definitely important that whatever you choose to decide is that you're doing something that you're happy with. A lot of students think, okay, if I don't graduate in 4 years, then life is over. And I was one of those students. I was like crying the other day. Because, okay, well, I was supposed to graduate in 4 years. Then I learned that my program was 4 years and a half. And then plus an internship, so 5 years. I was like, whoa, like, I'm not out of here. But your typical 4 year degree is usually for students that really, if you can do it in 4 years, great. But if you're super involved on campus, you have a lot of family things going on, then you're going through school and through life. So if you can do that in 4 years, great. But if it takes you 5.5, even 6, don't be too hard on yourself because as long as you finish, that's what matters.
I was gonna say the same thing. It took me 5 years to finish my undergraduate. I went to community college for a year and then I transferred to my undergrad, which was not here, but I went to my undergrad for 4 years. I absolutely loved it. I don't know, I don't think I would have had the same experience had I not gone there for 4 years or, finished college in 5 years. I don't think I would have gotten the opportunities that I've gotten now after finishing in 5 years. So there's nothing wrong. There's no time limit on a degree. As well as there's no age that you can't get a degree anymore either.
I agree. Also, if you are wanting to finish in 4 years and that's important to you, you can also take summer classes. I actually did that to stay on track. And I also took an extra hour or two for like one semester. So if that's something that you want to do and you can take care of what you need to take care of, that's also an option.
So, Laura or Bailey, do we have any questions? Anybody that's on the log or anybody in the audience have any questions?
What has been your experience?
My experience. So my experience, starting off, like I said, I was a nursing major and was having lunch with somebody and another nursing student that was level 3 at the time. Incoming freshman, so I'm like, okay, like, I can do this, I can do this. And she mentioned, okay, well, if you make a C in the nursing program, they're gonna kick you out. And as the incoming freshman, telling me that I can't make a C, I was like, oh, the college is tough. What do you mean I can't make a C? So I marched my little self on over there to the registrar office and I changed my major. I was like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna make a C. But I should have stayed. If I had the choice to go ahead and go back, finish off, I definitely would. So definitely don't doubt yourself. If you put your mind to something, you can definitely do it. Just switch your major because it's not something that you want to do and it's not something that you're passionate about. Then definitely change your major. So,
What you said about what you're passionate about, I've always loved kids, so when I was, I wanted to be pediatric, but nursing was just not something that I thought that I would be good at after some thought about it. So I switched back to education, which is all kids all the time. And so now I'm really, really excited about what I'm going to be doing rather than kind of dreading it, being really nervous. I was really nervous about making this. I was like, what have I said? I don't remember really doctor diagnosing someone with something, but that stuff.
and then graduate also, she actually, or she's a grad student. So does anybody need advice from actual college grad? And she's actually in her level. Anybody need any advice? Don't have to over there.
How do you select a graduate? That is a good question. So I did a lot of research on what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to work in a college setting, and I knew what I wanted in a graduate program. Kind of depending on what you want from a graduate program, there are a bunch of different online resources that you can use. For me specifically, wanting to go into the field of student affairs, I looked at specifically the NASPA website that was able to give me like a checklist of what I wanted in a grad program. And then it pulled up all the different schools that had those options for me. And so I feel like that was kind of a big part on how I selected my program. Was trying to use those online resources and doing my own research, as well as continuing to go to advisors, go to people who have a master's degree in what I wanted to get my master's degree in, were all big contributors.
Okay. Congratulations. Amazing.
You're welcome.
Hopefully we're able to, hear on the live. Finding info, switching the major.
So today on the ATU residence live Instagram, I put some polls up and guys answered those polls and some questions that we had some issues.
All right, so the first question was, what is your classification? 60% said either freshman or sophomore, and 40% said junior or senior. So what is it?
Okay, so the next question was, have you picked a major? And 96% said yes, and 4%.
For 96%, so for the 4%, hopefully during this episode, you were able to switch your major. Hopefully, during this period, sometime soon that you'll be able to find a major that you're interested in. So we can get signed up for that. Question number 3 was, did being undecided affect you negatively? Excuse me. 15% said yes, and 85% of you said no. Maybe give it a run, sign up for long.
Not too bad. Question is, have you ever changed? 46% said yes, and 54% said no. Close to 50.
Pretty close to 50-50, so that just goes to shame that people actually do change their major, and they're still going to graduate, they're still alive, styling, profiling, doing well. So pay to change your major. And then our last question was, how many times did you change your major? Now this is the real kicker. 90% said 1 to 2 times, and 10% said 3+.
Yeah.
But
Oh, you're gonna do it, sorry.
oh, a couple more questions.
Did you feel like you were impacted negatively by 88% said?
Second was, how has changing your major affected you? And this is where you're able to type in your answer. So the majority of the answers were, okay, so the question again was, how has changing your major affected you? The person said, allowed me to meet new people, lost the opportunity to take some elective because I had to take other classes before switching to my major. Another person said, it was the right step in doing what I actually wanted to do rather than what others wanted me to do. That's it right there. Another one was, I feel more motivated doing what I actually want to do.
Last 5 minutes of
It's pretty easy.
easy. I talked to my advisor to change my major, just to get some advice, and that's really what I needed to do. Take up more of the registrar's office.
So out of everybody that's in the audience tonight and here in the gig, raise your hand if you've ever changed your major. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nobody on top? None of y'all have changed your major? Oh, 7. Excuse me. 8. What did you change your major to? Uh-huh. Yeah. Yes. Med students are poli-sci. You do a lot of studying. Okay, what about somebody else? Charles, what did you change your major from? Music performance to music education. Is that a big jump or are you still kind of on track? Pretty much still on track. And then one more person. Where?
Naya.
Naya. So nursing to history education
Yeah,
to public relations.
yeah.
So you said what? Yes, okay, that's what's important. That's what's important. So for everybody that's in here and everybody that's watching live, it is okay to change your major if you are not passionate about what you're doing. At first, we've had 7 people that I can count that have changed their major that are able today. Don't hesitate to change your major if that's something that you want to do.
Yep.
All right, Sierra. Well, surprises for the all righty. So Naya, if you can come across Charles. What's your name? Yes. Raya? Andrea, come get a prize. All right, so while they are claiming their prizes, it is time for one of my favorite parts of the show. It is extra game time, and today we'll be playing. Oh, sorry.
Okay, we're playing Family Feud.
We're playing. So we have a couple chairs down here for a couple of people to join us. So if you want to play Family Feud, please raise your hand so we can pick out a couple people. All right. Alexis. Yes, come on, Alexis. Uh, what's your name? Michaela. Come on, Michaela.
We can get the 3 rounds you can get.
Okay, so we're gonna do 3 rounds. So we'll have Michaela and Alexis in first, and then we'll add 2 more people for the second round, and then 2 more people for the third round. Hopefully we're not interrupting those. All right, so if y'all have ever watched the show before, last episode, last Thursday was my first time winning in the season. So it is competition time. Like if we are going for win number 2, nothing. But we are going for win number 2 for this episode. Grace?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'll be on the winning team though, I don't care.
No.
I'm trying to do it, well, I'm saying with you, I want to win. I don't want to lose this time.
Okay, we actually need one more person. One more person. Come on. Stephanie. Okay, first off, you gotta play Stephanie. Are you good?
I
Are we
am.
gonna win? Okay.
Just confidence is key.
Show me up here, Stephanie. All right, so first round, Bailey's gonna give us some, our category. Rest of the introductions.
So, we're gonna do teams. So we're gonna do Brian's team and Zoe's team. So you're working together. Okay. All right. So who wants to go first? Brian.
Buzzers.
Okay. So what you'll do is you'll each get to say something until the team gets it wrong and it switches to the other team.
All right,
Okay. All right. So your first category is name a vegetable you cannot eat in one bite.
oh, okay. Let me turn myself.
Three, two,
and first answer is a cucumber.
What?
Our turn? Yep.
Potato.
11 points.
So this is usually what happens. They cheat. And because they want me to lose.
No.
Oh, it's okay.
Okay. Yeah.
31 points.
You can't say squash.
Yeah, yes, we can. What?
4 points.
How many times? 5. 4 points?
Yes. Four points.
5 points. An onion?
No onions.
Broccoli.
No.
Mushroom.
I will say technically, one thing on here is a fruit, but I didn't make the list.
Tomato.
Yeah. 11 points.
Our next one is eggplant.
No.
I'm just kidding, I'm just kidding.
What's been carrot? No, tomato.
Squash.
Squash. Celery.
That's it?
Mhm.
How many more are there? 3?
3.
Thompson.
Sweet potato.
No.
Corn.
23 points.
Not.
Okay, is there another one?
There's 2 more.
2 more? Okay. Jalapenos.
What'd you say?
Jalapeno.
Not telling you.
Okay, sweet brown.
Lettuce. Like I had a mother.
4 points. One more.
Almost.
It's the top answer. 5, 4. That's approved. No.
What was it?
I'll give you each one more guess and I'll give you a hint. Think on a bigger scale of this vegetable because you're all probably thinking of like smaller. Like we're talking straight out of the ground. Grocery store, not so much. No. Five.
Okay, what,
What?
cabbage?
No. Carrot.
We said carrots.
We said
carrot.
I'm so sorry. Well, they had already said it. For the second round, are we doing same groups or are we seeing?
Is there anybody else who wants to play?
Does anybody else want to play Family Feud?
No?
Just keep on trucking.
All right.
All right. Number 2 is name an occupation that someone with a fear of heights should never consider.
Can we go first? Can you repeat the question? Sorry.
Name an occupation that someone with a fear of heights should never consider.
Pilot.
14 points.
Window washer.
31 points.
Woo.
20 points.
This kid, this is illegal.
How many are there?
There's only 2 more.
Electrical workers that like work on the.
No.
Skydiver.
11 points.
Ooh, I just knew that.
You Zoe to the game. Give me the Ryan's 8.
Don't jinx it.
6 and 80? Go back. Go back.
Well, there's one more.
There's some cheating going on. 5. 3.
Roofers.
11 points.
Ah.
Did you say there was cheating going on in the audience?
I 97.
All right, this is the last topic.
Okay.
Name something a man might do for a woman to prove that chivalry is still alive.
Definition of chivalry.
A gentleman.
Opening the door.
58 points.
Buying dinner.
3 points. There's 4 more.
Okay, I don't know what this is called. But so you know how the gentleman walks on the left side where the road is? What is that called?
Buying her flowers. Are you kidding?
No, it's right. Still alive. Oh wait, flowers?
Yeah.
22 points. My bad. Sorry.
I think it was 4 points.
No.
Cooking dinner.
No.
Finding Dory. This is tough, y'all.
Wait, what did you say?
I don't remember. Finding Dory.
It's not buying anything. We're not buying
Cleaning the house.
Tying her shoes. This is a group thing. No. No.
Buying her shoes.
Here's Zoe. No more.
No. These are all 3 like actions. Not buying anything.
Compliments.
That's not on there?
Figure out what you might do with my day.
No, they always get the hints when it's their turn.
That's Maybe. What else? trout.
Heck no! You're listening, I swear. Still there.
I don't know. Okay. Oh, there you go.
Five, four, two,
Ordering for?
no. This one really only happens in movies. I've never seen it happen in real life. But picture this, it's raining.
Holding the umbrella for her. Oh! Here, y'all, you don't get a chance to talk. Say something really quick.
Missing in the rain.
No.
What?
Like, what if she has her all night shoes on?
Okay, so when there's a puddle and you make your jacket,
Yeah?
how many points is that? 15?
No.
15?
That should be like 2.
There's
There's
more.
more.
Like when the guy gives the girl a jacket when she's cold.
No, but good guess. It doesn't relate to the other one, don't be confused, but it wasn't.
So I get like 1 point?
You could get frisbee.
She?
Five, four.
No.
No. Okay, for this last one, I give you one last hint. You have to buzz in. Whoever taps the table first gets the answer.
Place your hand on the tie, not the side.
All right. So this last one, think of a good hint. You have to wait until I completely finish before you like. Okay. All right. So this last one is basically like, what if you're walking down the street and you get mugged? What would you expect him to do? That's close.
Wait, it's rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
That's good.
2 out of 3? No, go ahead.
Five, four.
Like stuffing in front of her, like the fully goes on.
Not really.
5 for her.
There we go.
Oh, I've been in the audience. We know. We know. Laura, the score, please. Watch me. What is this?
So his team got 123 points.
I'm mad. I can't play.
Got 144.
Feels good to get this winning streak back.
Only won twice.
Oh my goodness. That was good. I'll let you talk some.
Okay, so we're done with the episode. Thank you for everyone for participating. Thank you guys for participating in the game, and thank you, Greg, for coming in and playing appearance. We will be back next week, correct? Here at 7:00.
Once those in, for everybody that participated in the audience and just even came to support, we really do appreciate it. We'll be back here next Thursday, Zoe and I, and hopefully we'll be able